When Netflix dropped the apocalyptic political satire comedy Don't Look Up, there were mixed reactions. However, the film got praised because of its star-studded cast. But did you know? Friends actor Matthew Perry was supposed to be in the film. For today's video, we'll be talking about the harrowing reason why Matthew Perry's Don't Look Up cameo got cut. Plus, let's take a look at the inspiration behind the characters in the film, so keep watching for more. As the former Friends actor had to cease filming due to health issues, Matthew Perry shares the heartbreaking reason his Don't Look Up appearance was cut. The reason why Matthew Perry's cameo in the popular movie Don't Look Up wasn't included in the finished product is revealed in this interview. The satire picture by Adam McKay, which depicted extremes from both sides of the climate argument, was one of the most divisive and talked about movies of 2021. In addition to the movie's subject matter, the star-studded ensemble, which included Jennifer Lawrence, Leonardo DiCaprio, Timothée Chalamet, Meryl Streep, and others, ensured that it would have a broad audience. Perry was initially a member of the film's huge and diverse cast, and is best known for his portrayal of Chandler Bing in the cherished sitcom Friends. Perry is a humorous actor, and McKay's end-of-the-world comedy would have been a fantastic fit for him because of his timing and acting skills. The cameo was so firmly planned that McKay and his team even went so far as to shoot Perry and Jonah Hill's initial exchange in a scene. Although the cameo was strangely removed, Perry was thrilled to have earned the part and said it would have been his biggest performance to date. Perry recently explained to IndieWire why the appearance he was looking forward to in Don't Look Up was ultimately removed. Because of a health emergency that caused 8 of his ribs to be shattered, Perry, who has fought a lengthy battle with addiction, was unable to finish the scene he had begun. This is what the actor had to say about the traumatic event. "It wasn't a heart attack. I didn't flatline, but nothing had been beating. I was told that some beefy Swiss guy really didn't want the guy from Friends dying on his table and did CPR on me for the full 5 minutes, beating and pounding my chest. If I hadn't been on Friends, would he have stopped at 3 minutes? Did Friends save my life again?" Shockingly enough, Matthew Perry's struggle for sobriety came with a hefty price tag that cost him millions. Although Perry's difficulties to maintain sobriety in the 1990s have since been well documented, new information about those struggles is constantly emerging. Recently, Perry opened out about his worries and addiction in more detail, saying that he has undergone 14 stomach surgeries and 15 visits to rehab. Additionally, he disclosed that this played a role in his sober path because it was expensive for him to travel to hospitals and rehab centers. He calculates that just becoming sober had cost him close to $9 million, and that doesn't even take into account the expenses he incurred when he wasn't looking for treatment. He has experienced near-death experiences during his time, including one in which an ECMO machine was used to replace Perry's heart and lungs. Perry's appearance in Don't Look Up seems to have been among the least important things he could have lost in his battles. For Friends fans, it is wonderful to see the former Friends actor recovering and eager to share his hardships and experiences in these times. He has survived everything that his journey has thrown at him and is grateful to be alive. Soon, Perry hopes to fulfill his dream of playing a significant role akin to his appearance in Don't Look Up. Hopefully, his health will allow him to do so. Moving on to another topic, we're pretty sure you've noticed it, but some characters in the film bear an uncanny resemblance to real-life figures. Wonder no more, because we'll tell you which figure every Don't Look Up character is based on. The cast of Don't Look Up is loaded with A-listers. It's led by legends like Meryl Streep, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Jennifer Lawrence, with familiar faces like Cate Blanchett, Tyler Perry, and Sir Mark Rylance, rounding out the supporting ensemble. No one in this satirical Netflix film, including the president, senior government officials, and the average Trump supporter, is safe from the film's criticism of the present political climate. For starters, we have Kate Dibiasky, who's inspired by Greta Thunberg. There are many similarities between the young environmentalist and Dibiasky's character in the Don't Look Up ensemble, even though they are not exact replicas of one another. Naturally concerned about the future of the globe, Dibiasky isn't scared to express her feelings. Nevertheless, when Lawrence's character from the film Don't Look Up becomes enraged and attempts to persuade everyone to take their fate seriously, they ignore her and turn her into a meme. Greta Thunberg experienced a similar welcome when she first entered the public eye in 2018. Many who disagreed with her message seized on her righteous rage and concern. She was mocked for expressing sincere concern about the future of the world, rather than for the excellent science she presented. Next, we have Peter Isherwell, who's inspired by the world's richest, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Mark Zuckerberg. CEO of Bash Cellular and star of the film Don't Look Up, Peter Isherwell, Mark Rylance, can be thought of as the odd love child of numerous billionaire tech moguls, including Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, and others. He initially appears in the film as the eccentric, somehow endearing genius stereotype, but as the plot develops, it becomes obvious that something darker is simmering beneath the surface. Isherwell is fascinated by spaceflight. Like many tech titans today in the actual world, Isherwell is frequently criticized for prioritizing money and profit over the impending climate crisis, as the world's wealthiest invest billions of dollars in personal space projects, as the globe experiences catastrophic climate change. Then we have President Janie Orlean, who's inspired by Donald Trump. Meryl Streep's portrayal of President Janie Orlean is a blatant parody of former President Donald Trump. President Orlean is the epitome of nepotism and selfishness. President Orlean simply dismisses and twists the research to suit her own goal when Dr. Mindy and Dibiasky bring up the Dibiasky comet. Don't Look Up becomes a rallying cry at her large rallies, which uncannily resemble Trump rallies with their tacky baseball caps and all. This is true even after there is clear confirmation of the comet. Then there's Jason Orlean, who's inspired by Trump's children. If Janie Orlean is a mockery of Donald Trump, Jason Orlean, Jonah Hill, is a combination of Ivanka Trump, Donald Trump Jr., Eric Trump, and Jared Kushner, the son-in-law of Donald Trump. All four have benefited from Donald Trump's role as president, receiving positions of authority for which they would not have otherwise been eligible, just like Jason. Then, talk show hosts Brie Avanti and Jack Bremer are both inspired by morning talk shows and the New York Times. Both Cate Blanchett's Brie Avanti and Tyler Perry's Jack Bremer may have been modeled after hosts of any morning talk program. In the morning, practically all channels feature their upbeat demeanor and predilection for fun over serious news. Avanti resembles Morning Joe co-host Mika Brzezinski strikingly, given that Perry acknowledges consulting with both Michael Strahan of Good Morning America and Joe Scarborough of Morning Joe. It makes it fitting that his character, Jack Bremer, resembles a love child of the two. And last but not least, we have Riley Mina, who's inspired by Ariana Grande. The star herself portrayed the role, making its inspiration one of the most evident. As Riley Mina, a pop diva whose relationship struggle became front-page news about the planet's impending destruction, Ariana Grande played a parody of herself in the film Don't Look Up. Numerous news stories have been written about Grande's previous romances. However, compared to her fictional counterpart, the real music diva is a lot more politically engaged. Grande has previously spoken out against other celebrities who don't use their platforms for the greater good. Grande has advocated for Black Lives Matter, voting rights, feminism, and LGBTQ equality. Now we've seen all the figures the characters were inspired by. Many can't help but wonder if the world-ending catastrophe in Don't Look Up can actually happen in the real world. The concept of a comet hurtling toward Earth has has been explored in other post-apocalyptic movies as well, but is the underlying science accurate? Director Adam McKay made sure to do extensive study on such an occurrence and even hired a real scientist in the process, even though the movie's tragedy has certain implausible features. Dr. Amy Mainzer, an astronomer and former senior research scientist at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, was hired by McKay to act as the film's primary science consultant. Many of the plot points for the cataclysmic catastrophe in Don't Look Up came from Mainzer's study, and even more ominously, the scientist acknowledged that near-Earth objects do occur rather frequently, albeit not on the same magnitude as the comet in the film. Don't Look Up has a lot to say about egocentrism in the United States today and science denial. The film's message is made all the more potent by the fact that many of its characters are based on real-life individuals and its science is based on reliable concepts. And that concludes today's video about Don't Look Up. Have you seen the movie yet? Let us know what you think about it in the comment section below. Before you go, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel with the notification bell on for more videos like these. Thanks for watching and see you again next time.